capacity built serving customers, and we had significantly Airbus-focused programs, and then we expanded into North America, bringing in Boeing and Boeing and Spirit as a customer. And then in 2016, we expanded into France to bring in the Safran customer as a customer through acquisition. Also, apart from that, bringing capability of engine components and also landing gear components of aircraft. We also at that year launched the consumer vertical, looking at India's opportunity on the consumer side. And then we expanded that, consumer toys was the beginning, and then expanded into consumer durables. In 2022, we further looked at setting up an ecosystem on the consumer side, especially focused on consumer electronics in Hubballi, and that is basically led to entering into consumer electronics vertical. Today we are expanding, supporting that growth in coming into that, and we continue to grow, and we just feel it's a beginning still. Just to represent my locations, we have 3 clusters we operate from in Belgavi, which is aerospace, and Hubballi, which is consumer durables, and Koppal, which is basically predominantly plastics focused on consumer toy side of it activity there. And global operation perspective, we have one in Paris, Texas, not Paris, France, but Paris, Texas. And then Cholet, France, we have operation. These are 2 locations, and predominantly we do a lot of military activities in the military products in US facility. It's an export control facility. This is where military activities can happen. It's called ITAR facility. And in Cholet, we do a lot of landing gear components, engine components, and we continue to bring more capability. There also we do military activity, component activities there also in there. And basically, we can provide a single solution to our customers when they come and ask us, hey, I want this to be dual source, and we can support that, or India and also possibly from outside when they need it. And a lot of time, customer sees the biggest value out of India, and that's what we see every time. And they're asking us to, hey, we want to do this out of India, and to build a unique ecosystem, in India to do that. Just to give you a little bit long-standing relationships we have with the customers. As I said, Airbus, 15 years. We have been working with them. They are the largest customer OEM in a sense, aircraft perspective. Today they deliver more aircraft than anybody else in the world, especially driven by the single aisle, which is the Airbus A320 family. And then we have Boeing, which is the second largest OEM in the world, and for 8 years we've been working ever since we acquired our France facility and the US facility, and Safran again working for 9 years. And apart from that, we work with GK and pretty much almost all the tier 1s and OEMs we work with, and and sometimes it is customers' readiness to come to India, looking at it as a supply chain. And then we have on the consumer side we have Hasbro, the longest relationship we have, and then we have the Spin Master and Wonderchef for 5 years, and Tramontina is our JV partner now in the consumer durable segment and the cookware segment what we have, and we just started a relationship with the largest among the largest global consumer electronics player in the world. So we continue to have a significant diversified export, but because of aircraft programs, what we have, Airbus and Boeing, pretty much France and US becomes almost a similar size global market for us. Almost all our revenue comes from exports, and very small amount comes from India, although it's 11%. The India portion is about 11%, but it's mostly given to local OEM suppliers who further value add and ship it to the export. So ultimately it's an export revenue for us. And we do work with India defense side of it, a little bit of it, and HAL is one of our customer, and we do activity in there. And if you look at it, we have a lot of accolades, in over the last 15 years of a journey in the aerospace side of it, and basically 66% of our revenue comes from the top 5 customers. And we have one thing I wanted to highlight is we have had 6 times Detail Parts Partner Award from Airbus. It is a unique small set of suppliers who get a first preference to see all the new RFQs or the outsourcing happens. They get the first opportunity to services. That's the program which Airbus ran, started in 2016. Ever since they've started this program, we've been part of this program. And that puts us uniquely in a situation to work with this customer. And similarly, the Boeing has a premier bidder program, we are part of that. So just as a leadership perspective, we are a global company, we have global leadership, we have, and at the same time, we are very much, our leadership is, a lot of our leadership is based in the where the action happens. For example, Rajiv Kaul and Dinesh, they are based in Belgavi, including Harish is based in Belgavi, and Amar, who's head of aerospace, obviously at the center of where aerospace activities happens in the world is Paris, France for that matter, and is based there. And we have Ravi Gupta and some of the members based in Hubballi also, where we are expanding our operations. And the board of directors, again, it's a diverse board of directors relevant to our business. Key one is Klaus Richter, who retired as a CPO of Airbus, Chief Procurement Officer of Airbus. When he retired in 2020, he joined our board. He has been a biggest proponent of India as an aerospace manufacturer. He is actually a father of India's aerospace manufacturing, I would say, for anything. Because he basically drove Airbus strategy in India, overall globalization perspective. And he has been on our board since 2020. And then Anupada